Today we are making some caviar. Nope, not that kind. Stick around and I'll tell you what it is. So today, like I said, we're making caviar, but this is called Southern Caviar because in the South, this stuff is precious. And it's pimento cheese and it's simple, it's easy, it's fast, and there's nothing to it really. But let me give you a few pointers before we get started. First of all, you can get a block of whatever kind of cheese you like. Pepper jack, cheddar, sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, whatever. Start with that. And I got this little thing here. You can use a food processor, a box, or whatever. This is just easier to clean for me than a box. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a minute and just shred this whole block of cheddar. So we're going to work on this, and we're going to put it together. And also, normally I use like a half a block of just white cheddar Cabot's, seriously sharp white cheddar, and I'll use a half a block of Cabot's habanero cheese, but I'm making this for my wife, and I'm going to show you a little tip here in a second if you want to make it spicy, because I like stuff spicy for things like this, but I'll show you that tip in a minute. And stick around to the end and I'll show you a practical application on how to use your Southern pimento cheese. There we have it. A whole block of shredded. Now listen to me. You can use the bagged great value cheddar cheese if this already, shredded up. If you can take a few minutes to just shred it yourself, I promise you the final product will be so much better. So just take a minute and do that, and you'll be surprised by the product there. So, all right, we have our block of cheese all grated up. Now we're just going. I get a real big bowl. Your bowls are probably fancy, but this is an old Rubbermaid bowl. I get it oversized as well because it gives me room to fool around and not throw stuff everywhere. But as you can see, I'm just going to throw this in here like that, and then we're going to add our other ingredients, and they're all real simple. A half a block of cream cheese. Now if you really want to go spicy on this deal, you can use the Philadelphia jalapeno cream cheese instead of this. Get about a half a tub of that and throw in there, but this is just regular because, like I said, my wife don't like spicy too much. I got some Kent Rollins all-purpose seasoning, about a half a teaspoon. I'm going to throw that in there. I got a half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, throwing that in there. I've got 3 teaspoons of pimentos, and I'm going to throw those in there. If you like them a lot, you can put the whole thing in there if you want to. And you can double this recipe up if you like and make a whole lot more. So there's that. And then, of course, a half a cup of mayo. Now, you use whichever mayo you like best. Here in the South, everything's got to be Duke's. But if you're a Hellman's kind of person or whatever, go for it. Whatever your favorite mayonnaise is, a half a cup. Throw it in there. And then we're just going to blend it up. So now that I've got my wife's taken from that, I'm going to add some of this right here, right there. I'm going to just, all it is jalapeno peppers, and they're diced up. Mount Olive's what we have around here in North Carolina. Yours might be something different. And I want to add about a tablespoon or 2 of this, and we'll get it going. And that'll give me my spicy ones. I've already took my wife's out, like I said, and So we're gonna add just a little bit of this and the juice, you know, maybe 2 of them. And then we're gonna just blend it up and then we'll call it done. Let's go with that. And also for mine, I'm gonna add some cracked black pepper. That's a little spicy sometimes, but I'm gonna add some of that, probably 1/8 of a teaspoon or something like that. Just season it to taste. I like a lot, so I'm gonna throw that in there. I'm gonna blend it up again and call it done. All right, when you get it that stage right there, you can tell if you want it to be more of a sandwich spread or something, you can make it thicker by adding more cheddar to it. If you want to thin it up a little bit and make it for a dip, add more mayonnaise to it. But yeah, you can play with it, make it your own, but that's about the consistency that I like, and we'll go from there. All right, here's our final product. Good old pimento cheese. This one is jalapeno pimento cheese, but I'm going to use it on some stuff later on. So tune in to the next video, or the one that's in the end here, and you can see how I use this. But it's excellent as an appetizer, dip, or condiment. You put it on a sandwich with anything you put mayonnaise on, just put this in the place of it. And best of all, it is keto friendly. So let's get busy eating this stuff. Hey, until next time, may the Lord bless you.